Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Just obviously having a look at the ASX. This is actually on a daily chart, and you can see possibly she could come up and at least come back and test this like 5,000 level. But I do think after that she's still going down, and I think we've said for a while it looks like we're going to test this 4,800 level. I still think that's on the cards, especially as I do think the Dow has got lower to go over the next week or so. Just having a look at obviously some of the calls we've done. ORE, again, it's a really good little trending call. We still obviously really like the story. We just feel that it's run a bit now far from the moving average. We made a nice little 17% on that in less than a month. It's been a good trending stock in a pretty tough market. So we do think potentially she could come back maybe even to sort of $3 level, maybe a little bit lower. And if she does, then obviously we might be interested in buying the trend again. Looking at the stock we just put on, which is EVN, and again, first we just really bought this. We like the gold story. We certainly like it long term, so we're pretty confident that this stock over the next year will do very, very well. But at the moment, we're just looking for a shorter term trend. And as you can see, she's come what, 1, 2, 3, sort of 4 times come down and tested that moving average, and each time she's bounced beautifully off it. And again, she's got the sort of the potential little nice little buy signal forming here. Potentially, if the gold price doesn't have a sort of just hovers where it is, we could have this sort of movement for a month where it just sort of hovers around here before that next move up. But we really do like the story of Evolution Mining, and we really do like the trend. So we're very happy today to obviously add it as a possible trend. Just having a look at the buy signals, because they're always a lot of fun. And ARB was, I think I did say it wasn't the most powerful buy signal, but she went through it today very nicely, and up a few percent. So she's as high as 1543. So I think it's good to see the only sort of buy signal we had triggering. And again, RFG, we bought it on a nice sort of recovery on the long-term chart. But again, this is the sort of price action we bought. If you can have a look at this short-term chart. And again, she's had really since Monday 3 really nice days up. So, both those sort of classic buy signals potentially could have made profits for members. And again, looking obviously for some of the stocks that we said look bullish, and obviously the gold stocks are really in play. And I think BDR since we put it on is just been incredible. It's up this week. Would that be like sort of 15-20%? It looks really, really good. And RSG up another 9.42% today. Again, that looks really, really, really bullish. So that has been up roughly around 25% so far this week. So some of these buy signals have really hit their mark again. So congratulations to obviously the Equity Story team for picking those obviously those signals really successfully. I'd just like to have a look at a stock that some different stocks. We're looking at all different stocks, and certainly NAN is quite an interesting trend. I think you can see that it's quite a sort of powerful short-term, long-term trend. And Nanosonic, we wouldn't buy it here because it's actually got a sort of classical exhaustion pattern coming up. But we do expect it will trend down, and maybe around this sort of $2.10 level. I think I'd like to look at trending the stock. I certainly are very impressed with the technology, and I think the company has really since November been in an absolutely excellent sort of really aggressive short-term trend. So it's one we got on the watch list, and hopefully we can add it for a trend. Another sort of interesting stock. I wouldn't sort of buy this trend because for me it's too hard to pick the way the chart's moving. It's hard to work out where it's going next. But again, a great looking chart, pretty strong trend line, and see what happens if she sort of pulls back and starts moving up one day. Certainly we could be interested in trending that stock in the future. Just having a look at MOY. It's a recent call. Again, there's your short-term chart, which looks excellent. And then again, that's a really nice long-term trend. Now, if MOY can just sort of start trading, I think a little bit higher, back that 15 cents or 16 cents that she can pull on, then I think she could do well and go and test that sort of 19, just maybe that 20 cents level. Anyway, I'd like to sort of thank you for listening to Equity Story. I look forward to bringing this report tomorrow night, and good night.